What is up, Squatch Ranger YouTube channel subscribers and viewers? You can now visit our online store. Just go to the Squatch Ranger Facebook page and click the Shop Now button, or visit the official website. I will provide a link in the description of this video. You can view many of our different products we offer, such as Oklahoma Bigfoot t-shirts, Oklahoma Bigfoot koozies, or Oklahoma Bigfoot 6-inch car decals. Maybe you would like Bigfoot to visit your birthday party. We can do that too. Please visit our online store to view all of the products and services we provide. Okay, it's now time to get back to Squatch Ranger Files.
You have 77 counties in Oklahoma. I can put reports in them in 66 counties.
911, what are you reporting?
We got someone or something crawling around out here.
Did you see what it was?
I'd say it was a person or somebody really big. But he's all in black.
Welcome back to Squatch Ranger Files, episode 25. Hey guys, I want to apologize to everybody for not having a second episode at the end of May. We've had a really crazy month in Oklahoma. There's been lots of flooding, lots of severe weather going on. So I just want to apologize to my viewers out there on YouTube and all of the other social media. But I'm back and I'm ready to provide some more Squatch Ranger Files episodes. So here is episode 25. Number 1. Couple spots Bigfoot looking in trucker's window. 2018. In Duchenne, Utah. Class A daytime sighting. My wife and I wanted to go up to the Uinta Mountains for the day. We had to go through a canyon called Indian Canyon to get there. Well, we usually have a camera ready just in case we see a bear or bighorn sheep, but not this day. We were about 6 miles up this canyon when we came around a turn about 8 a.m. and saw this huge black Bigfoot run across the road. There was a rig parked off the side of the road. I believe he pulled over to sleep that night, and the big guy was watching him. So we saw him run across the road. It took only about 3 steps to get across a 2-lane highway. When we get close to the rig, it was gone. It went down a steep hill to the river. We didn't see the driver. I told my wife that we just saw Bigfoot. Her definition of it was a triangle man. I saw the arms hang and the legs moving, and it was just gone. So, those are my stories. Follow-up. Investigators report. Indian Canyon Scenic Drive is a 47-mile stretch of the Dinosaur Diamond Prehistoric Highway that runs between Duchenne and Helper in central eastern Utah. Heading southwest from Duchenne, the route parallels Indian Creek, slowly rising out of the sagebrush and cottonwoods of the desert terrain into the aspen and Douglas firs of Ashley National Forest, where it tops out at 9,100 feet at the summit of Indian Creek Pass. The Bigfoot in this report may have been using Indian Creek as a travelway as it moved through the Indian Creek Pass. This report is a great example of how curious these creatures really are. The Bigfoot in this report must have spotted the truck on the side of the road, scouted the area for anything threatening, such as humans, and felt safe enough to take a closer look at the semi-truck parked on the side of the road. Once the witness's car entered the scene, the Bigfoot was forced to leave the area. The witness stated it only took 3 steps to cross the highway. Lanes on rural roads, which apply to 2-lane state highways, are 10 to 10.5 feet wide. So double that and add a shoulder lane, and that is 25 to 26.5 feet covered in 3 strides. Very unlikely a human could cover that big of an area with such few steps. Bigfoot are also known to look into windows based on many other eyewitness accounts. At this point, we can only speculate what the Bigfoot intended to gain from examining the truck in this report. This case is now closed. Number 2. Man sees Bigfoot through truck high beams. 2001. Pacific County, Washington. Class A nighttime sighting. Here's my Bigfoot story. I have lived in Washington all my life. Grew up in Hoquiam, Washington, which is 15 minutes from the ocean and maybe 45 minutes from the Olympics and the rainforest. I've been hunting and fishing all my life, so I know the woods and animals around me. I was in Boy Scouts and did long hikes. Across the Olympics and Cascades, I've heard and seen a lot of weird things out in the woods. I always believed in Bigfoot, but never saw one until April 2001. I was 30 at the time of my sighting, so I had to make a lot of deliveries out of town for my job on a Friday night. Drove to Seattle, then back to Pell, Washington, then back to Aberdeen. It was a very clear night, full moon in April. I just got done with my last stop in Pell, headed to Raymond, Washington. I had seen a lot of deer out that night. By the time I got to Raymond, Washington, it was almost 2:30 a.m. Had to go through Raymond on 101 to get back to Aberdeen. So just about 10 minutes out of Raymond, which is in Pacific County, I was driving a full-size Chevy pickup truck. There was a clear cut on one side of me, and woods on the other. I know this highway well from growing up in the area. I just came around a small bend in the road, and out comes this Bigfoot from a small, non-used logging road. I slammed on my brakes. My high beams were right on it, about 10 feet away from my truck. The Bigfoot was between 8 to 9 feet tall. He looked at me with yellowish red eyes. It was huge. From what I could tell, it was black and brown in color. He just looked and turned, took 3 strides across the highway, up the embankment, and into the clear cut. Let me remind you, it was a clear night, a lot of stars and a full moon, so it was easy to watch it. Once he got into the clear cut, he stepped over stumps like they were pebbles, and then it was gone. I was in shock from what I just saw. I had goosebumps everywhere, and I do now just talking about it. I wasn't scared. I don't know what I was. When I got back home, I wanted to tell everyone. I told a few people what happened. They thought I was crazy and laughed. I know what I saw. It was Bigfoot. I have been intrigued to see him or her again. This sighting is in Pacific County on Highway 101 between Butte Creek and Smith Creek in Washington. I now live in Rochester, Washington, near Capitol Forest. I've not seen Bigfoot up there, but have experienced a ton of weird things like structures, prints, and weird smells now when I go hunting for deer or other animals. I don't get anything because I'm too busy looking for Bigfoot. Thanks for reading my story. I have seen, and I believe. Follow-up, investigators report. I spoke with the witness via the internet. The witness provided a map, highlighting the location of the sighting, the clear cut, and the old logging road where the creature came from. The witness also showed me 2 different pictures of a Bigfoot he found online, and described how if you combine the 2 pictures together, the image of what he saw that night would take shape. The witness wanted to elaborate that there are indeed Bigfoot in this area, and added the following statement. I talked to a lady that lives in between that area. She used to be Fish and Game, and supposedly she says that there is a family of them that live between Smith Creek and Butte Creek. She has seen them. She is retired from her job now. This case is now closed. Number 3. Family sees Bigfoot cross the road from their vehicle. 2008. Southeast District, McCurtain County, Oklahoma. Class A nighttime sighting. This is where I had mine in 2008. It was about 12-ish. It was spring break in the month of March. It was cloudy and clear, no fog, and the temperature was probably in the 60 to 70 range. I had my daughter, who was a teenager, and 2 small sons with me. We had left the highway headed east to Cerro Gordo to go to Idabel, to the museum there. The road turned into an old highway from gravel road. 2 bridges crossed the river, slough-type water area. In front of the last bridge, it came from the woods and walked right in front of us, and then to the other side. I didn't slow down. I floored it. I was sober. No meds. LOL. You can't fake that kind of hair. It was black. Long walking and leg spacing. In 2 steps, it was over the road. It looked male to me. It was a 2-lane road we were on. My daughter said, "Do you think that was what we saw?" I said, "I imagine it was." I have heard howls in the woods before where I grew up, but never saw a print or had an actual visual until then. I grew up around the Angelina River bottom. Follow up, Native Oklahoma Bigfoot Research Organization investigators report. The sighting from this report occurred just north of the Red Slough Wildlife Management Area. Red Slough Wildlife Management Area covers 5,814 acres in McCurtain County in southeast Oklahoma. Located 6 miles south of Hayworth, the area consists of about 2,400 acres of wetlands, 1,600 acres of scrub habitat, 1,100 acres of bottomland hardwood reforestation, 414 acres of reservoirs, and 300 acres of woodlands. In addition, Push Creek intersects the entire wildlife management area. Habitat consists of reclaimed rice farm fields, bottomland hardwoods, small areas of open prairie, and replanted hardwood areas. The area also has a waterfowl refuge. The average annual precipitation for the area is 54 inches. Game species of interest. Quail. Bobwhite quail are present in very low numbers. Black bear. White-tailed deer are present in fair numbers. Eastern turkeys are present in low numbers. Swamp and cottontail rabbit are common. Raccoon, beaver, mink, and nutria are a few of the species to be seen. Dove are present in fair numbers during season. Ducks are usually present in good numbers. River otters. Non-game species of interest. Bald eagles are frequently seen, and golden eagles have also been seen on occasion. Red Slough is also becoming a haven for birdwatching, with 320 species confirmed. American alligator. This protected reptile has been seen occasionally on Red Slough and area ponds, oxbows, and wetlands. This area would be a perfect area for a Bigfoot to live, hide, and hunt for food. There are plenty of species of animals for a Bigfoot to hunt, specifically white-tailed deer. The Bigfoot in this report was seen near a creek bridge and was probably traveling the bank of the creek, scouting for food. The eyewitness driving in this report increased speed when seeing the Bigfoot. This probably forced the Bigfoot to leave the area more quickly. This case is now closed.